who stood taller than any circumstance, was more courageous than any challenges, obstacles, or fear, and who lived, honored, and served his country beyond measure. That was the life of Frankie Peterson.
Please join me in welcoming our host for today's christening ceremony, Mr. Brian Cushis, President, Ingalls Shipbuilding, and Executive Vice President, Huntington Ingalls Industries.
Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Thank you, Jim. On behalf of all the Ingalls shipbuilders, welcome to the christening of the Arleigh Burke-class destroyer, Frankie Petersen Jr., DDG 121. We have a special group of veterans from the Armed Forces Retirement Home in Gulfport, and it's home to more than 500 men and women that represent all service branches. Please give them a quick hand. I'd appreciate that. We also welcome Dr. Alicia Peterson, the widow of our ship's namesake, and Mrs. Darcy Neller, the wife of the 37th Commandant of the Marine Corps, General Robert Neller, here with us today, serving as our ship sponsors. This is the first ship built to honor General Frankie Petersen Jr., who was the first African-American Marine Corps aviator and the first African-American Marine Corps general. As a Marine Corps aviator, he flew combat missions in Korea and Vietnam, earning Distinguished Flying Cross and the Purple Heart. After 38 years of service to our nation, he retired in 1988 with the rank of Lieutenant General and as a senior ranking aviator in the U.S. Marine Corps. You know, we're honored to recognize him today, and we're honored that our shipbuilders are building a warship that will carry his legacy for many decades to come. DDG 121 is the 33rd Arleigh Burke Aegis guided missile destroyer built at Ingalls. We have 5 more under construction, and last week we received some very exciting news when the Navy awarded a new contract to Ingalls to build 6 more destroyers. This award is a testament to the hard work, the focus on commitment and quality of all the Ingalls shipbuilders. A lot of people outside Ingalls don't get to see what we see and what it takes to do this job. There's a lot that goes on in building these ships, and it's pretty awesome. I'd like to thank you again for joining us for this historic event. May God bless the officers and crew of this ship. May God bless America. Thank you.
It's always exciting to take part in another great Navy ship coming out of Ingalls Shipyard. And today, we christen the newest Arleigh Burke destroyer, the future USS Frankie Petersen Jr., the 70th ship of the class built for the United States Navy. Dr. Peterson, this ship is a testament to your husband's leadership and his commitment to service. And we are honored to have you and your family here today. DDG 121 will serve as an integral asset in global maritime security, engaging in air, undersea, surface strike, and ballistic missile defense missions. Configured as a Flight II Alpha destroyer, DDG 121 will join a class of ships that brings, hands down, the world's best combat-capable warships at sea today. We look forward to taking Frank Peterson to sea next year, and soon afterward, delivering her to our unbeatable Navy Marine Corps team. Thank you, and God bless.
To the man who this ship is named after, much has been said, much has been written. Your legacy should be honored and respected. And more importantly, we all should emulate what he stood for. Now, recognizing that shipbuilding is a team effort, it takes a dedicated Navy and industry team to build this nation's fleet. To the men and women of Ingalls Shipbuilding, supervisor of shipbuilding, the program executive officer, the program office, you all have excelled at your craft and built a highly capable ship. I congratulate you on yet another job well done. To the officers of the Frank E. Petersen Jr., DDG 121, May God bless you, bless the namesake, and may God bless the United States of America. Thank you.
I'm truly honored to join so many distinguished guests and speakers, and especially the most distinguished of the group, General Peterson's amazing and inspirational family. I can think of no better way than to continue the legacy of your husband and your father, one of our nation's greatest American heroes, than to name a destroyer in honor of Lieutenant General Frank E. Petersen Jr., United States Marine Corps. How symbolic, naming a surface combatant after a Marine aviator. And from this day forward, the men and women who serve in this fine destroyer will live up to and carry on General Peterson's legacy. This lethal, proud ship will defend the United States and our allies. Arleigh Burke destroyers have been and remain the workhorses of our fleet. To the shipbuilders and to Ingalls, well done. To the shipyard, which has built her and is putting the finishing touches on her. To the United States of America, God bless our nation and each one of you. Thank you.
So last year we gathered here at the yard to lay the keel for the Peterson. It was a great event to come back here now and see how much work has been done taking that hull and that piece of steel into this warship. For the shipbuilders that are here, please tell your fellow workers that we really appreciate their effort, we appreciate their skill, we appreciate their professionalism and how hard they work. And thank you so much for that. But we're here today to christen this ship and honor the life and service of a true pioneer in the Navy and the Marine Corps, of Frank Peterson. Now, I had the honor and privilege of knowing General Peterson personally. I worked on a commission with him, and I got to spend some time with him. General Peterson was sharp. I mean, every day he was clean. He was turned out. So this ship cannot be dirty. It cannot. It cannot. Now, it can get dirty, and he'll expect it to get dirty, but he'll expect it to be clean by morning. But he was a humble man. He referred to his faith as possibly what got him through when he was shot down behind enemy lines and was recovered. General Peterson's life was defined by resolve, dedication, and courage to overcome whatever challenge, and I'm sure he had more than his share. So just as he led his life, I know this ship and her crew will always display the same qualities and characteristics when defending our nation. So I can think of no better name for this ship than that of Frank E. Petersen Jr. So thank you all very much. God bless the USS Peterson and all who crew and sail her in the many years to come.
I want to say what a great privilege it is to be here, and I want to add my welcome not only to my fellow generals who came here, but also a great group of Marines from Moffett Point. I did that because Frank was known to all of these folks and to legions of others as the godfather. He is the person who really gave all of the people that you met today here their inspiration to go forward, to be tough about everything, to be disciplined, and never forget, above all, that you're a Marine and you're a Marine warrior. So I want to salute his colleagues and the Moffett Northwest. You've meant a lot to our country, and it's a great privilege for people like me to have had a chance to serve with you. When the Korean War started in June of 1950, and he joined the Navy right away against his father's will, by the way. He got in a lot of trouble over that. And he went to the Navy Electronics School. He got himself a baccalaureate degree from George Washington University at the same time he was attending school at Quantico. And then later he got an advanced degree at George Washington. So that's the kind of person that we're honoring here today. That's the kind of person who had that self-drive and initiative that we all admired. I was in Korea at the same time in 1953 when Frank did his heroic action. We were along the front lines. The Chinese were against the Marines. We had a wide front, 26 miles of frontage at that time, so there weren't many officers around. And Frank led a division of aircraft to attack Chinese artillery positions that were well camouflaged over the ridge. Frank sought them out, he found them, and he did away with them. And in the process, of course, his aircraft got hit. And for his heroic actions that day, on the 15th of June, 1953, that's when Frank won was awarded the Distinguished Flying Cross. It was such an epic event that the commanding general, General Vernon McGee at the time, he came down from his division CP and personally presented the award to Frank. And of course, Frank remembered that for all time. I won't belabor you anymore, but we're here to honor a great American, a great ship, and a great shipyard as well. And thank you for everything that you do for our great nation. And in closing, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. God bless you, and as we say in the nation's Corps of Marines, Semper Fidelis.
Good morning. Thank you to General Neller and to my partner, Darcy. Our Peterson family has adopted Darcy. This is going to be the most wonderful partnership between our family and between Darcy and myself. We already have lots of plans. We are thinking about a number of ways that we can keep alive the memory of this wonderful, wonderful man. Thank you, Darcy. Thank you. There are events in everyone's life when there are no words that match or fully express the meaning of the feelings of the moment. Today is one of those times. I recall that as a young man, he enlisted in the Navy, as we've heard earlier, right out of high school. He knew what he wanted to do from the very beginning. He didn't have parents who would send him to Harvard or Yale. So, of course, as General Gray has indicated, he took advantage of the opportunities in the Marine Corps to go to school, to stay focused on what he had to do, and to achieve what he had to achieve. Studying whenever he could, obtaining degrees, and having that same fierce determination that nothing was going to hold him back, that he was going to be able to accomplish what he had to accomplish any way he had to do it to get there. And I believe that he would feel that even though this ship carries his name, he would want this ship to be strong, steady, and resolute. He would want this ship's crew not to need a hero and would have its own spirit. On behalf of my family, I thank all of you for coming today and wish you God's blessings.
We have two great sponsors today, and we have two great young ladies to be our flower girls. Please welcome Miss Isla Evangelista, the daughter of Ingalls shipbuilder John Evangelista, and Miss Adeline Knowles, the daughter of Ingalls shipbuilder Joshua Knowles. And now it is time to christen Frankie Petersen Jr., DDG 121.
In the name of the United States of America, we christen thee, Frank E. Petersen Jr. May God bless this ship and all who sail in her.